All right. Done. Just this, I think. Okay. I think that's the right way. Uh, Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Visual Novel Tuesdays. And it's time to get back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Yeah. Sorry, I've been gone for a while regarding this. Yeah, that was wrong way. All right. December 26th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Maya. Hey, Nick. Hey, Nick, it's you. I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's a relief. Hey, why'd you do that anyway? I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry. Wait. Hold on. My hair's not tied up. There we go. I'm sorry. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Okay. Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning. Whew. Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready. You can pay for me, okay? Huh? How much? I don't know, I guess they'll send you a bill or something? I would picture giant bills of money every time I hear the word bail. Can you look with Mia? None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried, I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. To do her best. I'll check to see if there's any warbles in the local area. I'll never see my sister again. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch since I came in. Real pro. Mother. Showing a picture of Master is the right thing to do. No, for sure it's the wrong thing to do. Alright. Such criminal affairs. Gumshoe's not here. Seen it again today. Huh? Oh, really? Live wire that went on a fight with the chief for not following protocol. But he wouldn't help them build the case against Edgeworth. Okay, Ward Lake entrance it is. Lake entrance. Here? Where is he? But the cops are still around the park. Gumshoe's here today. Ward Lake Public Beach. I don't see Larry around at all today. Probably off paint through the nose on a date with the lovely fiancé. The boat rental shop's closed today, too. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. Patrol day and, yes, what about the trial? Well, I was gonna say good show, but it wasn't really all that. But you did say this regular, I guess. I just wasn't sure how I was thinking, you know? Thanks. Gumshoe, you any idea what strategy Montclair is planning for tomorrow? Sounds like he's bringing out another witness. Another witness? Oh, right, you said something at the trial today. There were 2 witnesses. I was wondering who that other witness was. Who was it? Sorry, pal. That's what I'd like to about leveraging was that information. Right. Oh, right. I wanted to ask you something about Edgewood. What's up? Is he ever heard of earthquakes? Never heard of anything about that before. Mr. Edgewood doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does, him being a prosecutor, and him being scared of earthquakes, it all started with that incident. The DL6 incident? Yep, that's the one. 15 years ago, when he saw his father before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now. You see it in his eyes. I want to talk to you about my pay. Oh, she's not on bail yet? That's strange. I told him to let her go as soon as they had her report written up. Man, I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today for her. See her get dragged out by the bailiff, the ounce we found, and shed a tear. Mr. Edgeworth was so moved I saw his lips tremble. Really? What was I said worth? I'm really grateful for what you did, you know. I'm gonna head back to the station. I'll get the car on my end, get her out there as soon as I can. Thank you. Wait, I was wondering, how much bail will you need? Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth was supposed to hold him out. What? Edgeworth? Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. Alright, pal. Well, don't forget we'll pick her up, okay? Maybe we can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent, too. Hey, Nick, you finally came. Here's the paperwork. I'm free to go. Realized that Staircase's Harriet is really neat. They're like, okay, what did you do this time? I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it? Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they? Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for bail. Thank you. Huh? He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did. Mr. Edgeworth did that? I had to make it up to him. Gotta win this case, Nick. Go park it for boarding. I was kidding. Well, there are people that have been parked good with, isn't he? Yeah. Alright. You know Mr. Grossberg is on vacation day. Well, I guess I come back tomorrow if I need anything. Ah, fresh air. I gotta say, free feels great. Give yourself the courtroom tomorrow. Tomorrow, okay? This behavior is much more fun. It's not gonna be so much fun when Edgeworth refuses to pay your bail again. Right, I'll behave. Oh dear. Alright. Get us back to the lake. There aren't any cops around today, are there? Right back to the precinct looking up the case against Edgeworth. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's Lana. Y'all really did it today. What do we do now? I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thing, a little self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. I just went on there and started blabbing any old thing that came to mind. Water. So you see, I want to make it up to y'all. Make it up? What do you think of the trial? You know, I was just doing it just to say I'd been a witness. Even though I didn't really see anything. I kind of convinced myself I had, though. I'm sorry, I know what caused y'all a lot of trouble. Well, memory is a tricky, fake little thing. Yeah, I sure wrote that down. I'll be fine the next time I witness a murder. Right. You mean the first type of witness a murder? What about Gordy? Right. Well, the way I figure, the trial's only stuck for the flame Segura fever. I'll get my exclusive photos of rocket stardom. Alright, Lana, you go, girl. I wish I could be an investigative photographer, too. Finish your spirit meeting train first. Lana, what do you mean by making up to us? Well, you see, actually I got a bit of information for you. What? That Montclair didn't want me to say nothing about it. What information? Now we're getting at heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to work ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? I thought this was to make it up to us. Rocks! I'm going to exchange to make it up to you. What? Please don't cheat, my friend. Hey, I see you're thinking, how unsophisticated some folk are. Written all over your face. Let me tell you, some are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? What will that be? You got a deal or not? What do you do, Nick? You know, we have a lead, so I don't give a choice here. Okay, how much? Huh? You completely off your rocket? Okay, be a sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. Huh? The only better chamber of information is information. What's it good? Why do you review is information about 40? Oh, 40? Well, 40 is that? 40 might not exist. And bring me proof that shows they don't. I'll be keeping watch with the car, okay? You see something, you'll come to me first. Got it? Okay. Alright, see y'all later. Okay, Nick, let's get hunting. Hunting? You don't search for me. 40? I sure did. What about Edward? Let's just see 40 for him. Nick, don't you get it? Okay, now it's the search for the monster. Service specialist. I think now let's search you. Yep. Hey there, pal. What's up? You look like swords. Wait, you didn't go do something that's gonna hurt Mr. Armstrong's case again. What do you mean again? Whatever, I will see, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything. Besides, money that is. How's your investigation proceed? It's not really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edwards' motive. His motive? See, Mr. Edwards' father died in the DL-60s. The guy got from the suspect declared innocent, but the victim is Robert Am. They're saying that's why Mr. Edwards was shot. Edwards never talks about his past. Let us drag that out and get him with a court prosecution. Poor Mr. Edwards. I gotta admit, it doesn't look good, pal. Say, Detective Gosher, you know 40? The monster down Lord Lake? Not personally, no. Well, we're looking for it. Huh? Are you out of your mind? Eek. You got time to go wild monster hunting? How about doing a little questioning for me, then? Oh, Detective Gumshoe was scaring me, Nick. I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Wright. Nick, try telling him sooner next time. Sorry. I see, Val. Sorry for shouting. Okay, I, Detective Gumshoe, will aid your search for Gordy. Huh? All the room will do is secret weapons for finding evidence. Really? You can take whichever one you like. Okay, give us the goods. Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show it to you. First, special prize. Introducing secret number 1, Missile. Missile? It's a K-9 police dog, still in training. Missile, here boy. Here he is. Hey, he's cute. Oh, he's cute. A cute dog. Cute dog. And this will help us out. Next, secret weapon number 2, a fishing pole. Here, this way or personal. Come shoot, we're looking for a monster. Yeah. We're supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole. Never know you don't try, pal. Okay, the next one is the last one. These are already the our choices. 3, a metal detector. Here. Gumshoe, we're looking for something alive. Right. Supposed to find it with a metal detector. Hey, you never know. Might have been eating soda cans. Oh, which will it be? I can't go right next. They don't seem so perfect. Here's my mind is for the totally opposite reason. Well, I suppose I can't look apart on one of them. Let's see. Let's start with this one. With part of this one? Sure thing, pal. Be good to him. So cute. Oh boy. So far, I'll take Gumshoe. Questioning. Square Lake Public Beach. What's that? The samurai, Nick. Yo, Maya! Larry, what the heck is that? Oh, it's my girl fiance's idea. Here's all, if you, put this here, it'd be, really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner. Wow! No pressure to find this for you. Well, she took notes a lot of people, and that show's finished now, so she got it for free. Right. Hey, Nick. You're acting strangely. Oh, right. A little creature of the darkness. Hey, I love little doggies. Good boy, good boy. What's wrong, Missile? Eek! Missile! Whoa, stop that thing! Cannibal, it's eating my samurai dogs! My samurai dogs. Wow, he ate every single one. I'm sorry, Larry. Sorry, don't blame my bills, Nick. Yeah, it's gonna have to be this time. Don't you prefer one of the other things? Yeah, sure, pal. In fact, the last one of the car policy. Prefer that switch to the permission call? Sure thing, pal. Well, the brakes be sure to dispose of it properly, okay? Right. Where'd like this? Okay, Nick, that looks like a good spot. Good spot? For what? Time to do some fishing. She's serious. Where are you? What do you use for bait? Oh. Yeah, oh. I figured something like this would happen. I should have brought this over with us too. At least when we get bait. Nick, how could you? I'm kidding. Some jokes are better left untold. Oof, she hit me. Okay, watch this, Nick. Straight up real name camera, okay? Here we go! My leg! Hey! What are you doing? Sorry, Lotta. Don't tell me all around the bill comes payroll. Here. I'm poor. Yeah, sure, pal. Metal detector. Yes. Or your 100 robots or anything is possible. Anything. There you go. Rental shop. 726 boat rental shop. So it's so quiet here. What if the boat shop is closed for good? Well, with the murder on the lake and all. Probably just taking a vacation till it blows over. I get it. Nick, sleeping, the metal detector's found something. Sure, Slab, enough about it. Go check it out, Maya. Alright, check it out. Nick, look! Huh? An air tank. Huh, the valve looks broken. Thought it was 40. Maya, first of all, why would 40 be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster? Oh. Huh? String wrapped around this air tank. It's like a string of flags. Might as well take with us now that we found it. It's heavy. Value retrieved. Yo, Nick! What happened with Edgy? Well, we made it through the first day in port, alright. I don't know how good our prospects are here on them. Huh. Hey, Larry, did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? Terrified road quakes. Except for road Wright. Huh? That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that at school. No? Really? Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quickly. Transferred? Right. Maybe else is about it, though. Hey, Larry? Get that big thing. Huh? Oh, the big guy? I've had that for about a month. Yeah? It's a big hit with the kids. Why wasn't it there yesterday? Huh? Oh, right. The compressor was busted. Compressor? Yeah, it's that little unit by my hot dog stand. That's why I used to put air in the Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago, so I sent you with little pairs. I thought you deflated by yourself. Very essay, man, what dragged out. So sorry, face and it's so huge. I guess it's good advertising. Something about this Steel Samurai just doesn't work for me. Huh? Really? It's pretty well made to me. Still, no, it's our day. Look, true connoisseurs like Cody B don't fall for this kind of stuff. These Steel Samurai fans are obviously in the league of their own. What? An air tank? What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Say, is this air tank yours? Why would I have a little thing like that? Look, see how there's a string of flags around the tank valve? It looks just like the string of flags around your Steel Samurai band. It must be a coincidence. There's strings of flags everywhere these days. Like elementary schools. And used car dealerships. Well, look, why would I need that tank anyway? You use this to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? That big puppy Steel Samurai. Now, why you ask me a question like that? It's okay, the nail on the head. Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always use was on the fritz. I tried to use the tank to inflate it just once, and it didn't go so well, as I suspected. It didn't go so well? Yeah. Could you be a little more specific? Come on. Look, it's embarrassing, but I really don't want to talk about it. Tell us. Fine. Whatever. It's like what I said. The compressor was busted, so I took the tank and tried to fill the Samurai with that. And then... the valve busted open to make this incredible noise. And that tank there took off like a rocket. And it took my poor deflated Steel Samurai with it. What? Off into Gourd Lake? It sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. So the tank and Steel Samurai you were trying to fill flew away. What next? Well, that happened on the 20th or so. 20th, a week ago. As far as I could see, that tank went flying out in the lake. So I went out every night on a boat looking for it. And Kiyase gave me that Steel Samurai after all. And when did you find it? And just the night before last. It flew way out there. It took me 4 whole days to find it. The night before last. It was the night of the murder. Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder, but you see, I went home before midnight. So you didn't know about what happened? No. That's too bad. It's not all bad. You solved one mystery at least. A mystery? You should go tell her. Yep. Yeah. Well, Mr. Lawyer, I got the info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop on Gordy from me yet? Lotta, there is no such thing as Gordy. What? How can y'all be so sure? Really, Nick? Y'all got some proof Gordy doesn't exist? Gordy doesn't exist. Of course I have proof. No lawyer with his badge would make a claim without the proof to back it up. Here's the proof that Gordy doesn't exist. Take that! Larry's air tank? What are y'all doing with the air tank? This is Gordy. Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here, a hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot, who happens to be a friend of mine, tried to fill it. He used this air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the lake. Apparently it made a pretty loud bang when it flew. A bang. The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time, a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo. Wait, so you're saying that Gordy is really the Steel Samurai? Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams. I'm sorry, Lotta. Nah, it's okay, you win. I'll give you your info like I promised. Poor Lotta. tell us this information you have. Promise is a promise, I guess. I remember that the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up on the path there. The boat rental? There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. Just an old guy living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Slaughter. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on. Something else? Yeah, the night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know. Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all. Just a lake. I'm thinking it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I get it for myself. Well, it might not be helpful at all, but yeah, take it. Second lake photo added for record. Bye now. Y'all take care. I'm ready to pack up and leave. Poor Lotta. It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess. The legend? Yeah, the legend of Larry, familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Someone should whip that butts into shape. Someone will. December 26th, boat rental shop. Hey Nick, this is the boat rental shop the Lotta was talking about. You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all. Well, let's go check it out anyway. December 26th, caretaker shack. Meg, that you? Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Nick, you handle this. I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya. Meg! Yes? Finally made up your mind, have you? My mind? You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone. Pasta? Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. You make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running, an old man like me? Polly, the kids are home. Hello! Hello! Nick, what was that? A parrot. The one on that perch. Keith! Yes? I leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, sonny. Nick, what's the wet noodle? Based on available evidence, I'd say it's the name of this pasta shop. That's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello! Hello! Ah! Yep. Fell asleep. Guess he's relieved. Let's see. Wow! What an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello? Ignore me. Wait, you forgot, Meg? You gotta call her name first. Her name? Polly, how you been? Hello, hello, ah! See? Neat. So the parrot's name is Polly. Parrot added to the court record. Congratulations, she can say his hello. Well, Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know secret words. Those secret words? Look at it, let's see. It's locked. Polly, what's your name? Polly, ah! Cute. Mine's found a new friend. Look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on his table. Looks to work. That sounds like that's a kokatsu. It's a heated table. Sit down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink hot cocoa. And what, talk about murders? Oh, you're a party pooper, Nick. Wow, there's lots of various fish in Fort Lake, aren't there? Something's funny, Nick. All these fish are saltwater fish. Kitchen unit, it's pretty clean, but he doesn't look like the type who keep things tidy like that. You're forgetting, Nick. He's running a pasta shop here. Chipotle looks expensive. He has a television here, too. Pasta shop? Yep, to think the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it, you know, so that makes you two the third generation. Meg? Yes? Tomorrow we'll start the secrets of dough tossing. Dough tossing? You too, Keith. Yes? You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen. Pasta wrangler? The West? Isn't pasta from Italy? Meg! Yes? You know the best pasta's always been made west with the Rockies, don't you? Right, of course, everybody knows that. Nick? Huh? How long do we have to keep this all in the family charade? I'm gonna mess with something about the murder. Not leaving until we find out what that is. This is a boat rental, right? What are you talking about? This here's the Palace of Pasta, the wet noodle. Oh, now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, yo, dude, we want to ride on one of your boats. That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days, darned if I understand them. I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. This old man is the witness tomorrow, right? You gotta find some way of getting information out of him. I know it's gotten worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here. Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number of the safe? 1228! Alright! Hey, Polly, watch it, will ya? See, Nick, all it takes is a little clever thinking. And a criminal mind. Quick, Nick, write that number down. Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes. We know the number, but... What we were talking about? Our Rainbow Leone. I figured out the last code we should use. Indigo Blue. Indigo Blue? I thought I might. To something. That a lawyer's badge? Yes, it is. This old guy's the first person to recognize my badge. I get it. Huh? Yup. I got you figured out now. You're not Keith. Nick, just clear things up. Sir? No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. We're here investigating a murder that took place on the lake the other night. Please help us. Lawyer, huh? Please, mister? Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. What's that? When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle. Promise to run the noodle. Okay, we promise. Nick, are you sure about this? Anything to get this case solved. Also, who would want to eat Phoenix noodles? Who would want to eat Phoenix noodles? I guess so. That's my boy. Good for you, Keith. Wait, did I just say you too, Meg? Yes? You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know. And what else do you want to know? Speak up, Polly. Hello. I was talking to Bert again. How do we get him to talk like this? Sleep. Your blessing, miss. You know something about this, sir? Keith? Yes? It's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad? You know something about this? Yup. The night out on the lake. Yes? I know all about that. I've seen it. What? Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all. There we go. I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night. Yup. It's after midnight, but okay. And I heard this bang, so I looked outside. And I heard another one. Bang. A little while later, this boat comes back, then a young man walked by my window again. He was muttering something to himself. Yup. What did he say? Yup. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by port time, promise? No, earlier than that. You know what? Little Terry's just here. Terry? Yup, that kid next door. You always just make him cry, remember? He was wearing his tattered old coat. Got himself some whiskers growing out his face. He's talking about Detective Gumshoe. Comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? I think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Wait, I have one more question. Huh? Polly! Have we forgotten something? Don't forget, DL6! Huh? What did you just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget, DL6! What? The DL6 incident? Hey, Dad! This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? I think I would probably know about DL6. Figure out who told that old man is. Oh, what? He locked the door from the other side. Could that old man be? I think I need to do a little research on DL6. I should was Detective Gumshoe. Police Department. Criminal Affairs. Hey, pal. Long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? You know the boat rental shop down at Fort Lake? Oh, yeah. Young man who wants to return to witness court tomorrow, right? Huh? How'd you... That was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who the man is, Captain? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called this spot Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. Don't you please help us? Huh? You didn't know about the DL6 incident. That's what his father died. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgewood forbade us from reading the file, so I'm afraid I can't show you either. What? However, he convinced me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case. Well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. What's that? Parrot? The old man at Rope Rental Shop's Parrot. Parrot knew about the incident. That incident? DL6. What? Polly, have we forgotten something? Don't forget, DL6. Huh? I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that way. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think you might be... I getcha. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Through there is the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find out what you need. Alright, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we face Edward's past. December 26th, Police Department Records Room. Wow, it's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff quick. 10 years ago, the manager was 9 years old. Looks real freaky suddenly transferred because of DL6. Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know when you talk about the DL6 incident. I can get the right file. First, I have to get a handle to make facts, like a summary. Right. Summary. Found it. Here you go. December 28, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? This is the district courthouse where we're holding trial? The file down? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all the lights were. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped inside the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours. It would be scary like that in the dark. There's a lack of oxygen in the elevator and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? Shot before his very eyes. Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in the elevator. The update on the victim, Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here, found it. Breaker Edgeworth, 35, reception trip. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case before and got in the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles! Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. And other evidence it could not have been a suicide. No weapon pistol was found inside the elevator. The pistol was fired 2 times. I don't know. Well, that's just like this current case. What's going on here? Any name of a suspect in there? That was the guy that my mom got arrested. This is it. This was deal 6 was Yanni Yogi. He was a clerk in the court apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent thanks to the defense lawyer Robert Hammond. Hammond, the victim in our case, Wright. It seems like Mr. Yogi was oxygen deprived, so much so he had brain damage. He lost all memory being in the elevator. He was declared innocent, he disappeared. God, I wonder, maybe close to the fate. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We never get it out. You're right. We'll just take what we think we'll need. Right. It's probably all be able to find here. It's not just a trial on her dad testified before. Alright. It's a bit early, but we're going to take a break here because, oh boy, next is the court section. That might take a while. My memory of all the particulars of this case is foggy. So we'll be taking an early break here. So get up, stretch, get something to eat, get something to drink, use the bathroom, do whatever you need to do. I'll see you all in a few. And we're back. So let's get to it. December 27th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready. Judge, you're anyway. Mr. Carver, your opening statement? Very well, no opening statement. Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. Prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Mr. Carver, what's the meaning of your statement just now? Bob must question everything. Be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. Call my witness now. Right. Call my witness. I decisive witness to the stand. It's a mysterious boat shop. Witness, state your profession. Requires the roast on the wet poodle aboard lake. And I are also red boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. I haven't heard who this old guy is.
Objection!
Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions. Cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Well, I'm not really sure. Yep. What do you mean? My memory, Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. Can't recall anything. Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. I was in the restaurant where I read posts, as usual. And I heard a bang, yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just hoping the boat went back ashore and the man looked by my window. Very well, I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony, ergo no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes, Mr. Wright. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. Let me cross-examine the witness. Fuck you, Von Karma. Let's see. Oh my god. 25th. Shot parts of 12:15 a.m. Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you're so sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't you ever be like that. I remember it clearly I did. Yep. See, continue. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot? Could be so on the girl here. The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Yep. And where did the bag seem to come from? Looks like I figured. Are you certain? Yep. Good, continue. Someone just afloat on the lake. Was it someone in the boat? It was pretty far up there, I couldn't see clearly. I figured there was 2 men out there, yeah. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep, at the time it is. At the time. Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total. Yep. One said your testimony each day. Suspect short of head looks by my window. By your window? Yep, by my window. Right outside the little window of my little shop. And you see the man's face? The fog was pretty darn thick. It was right there in front of me. That's all. You know, please answer your testimony. Bad feeling about this. I know what the defendant was saying. I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Dad! Good certainty. He said, I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. This sounds like the stuff I've ever seen. Yes, you know, that. Only across the hand. So we can set people to fall. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. The person is glaring at us. Better get it's gonna be over.
Objection!
Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing the man firing with his left hand? Exactly. This is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. We're ignoring the truth of the matter. Everything that's witness testimony is true. What should I do?
Objection!
Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, the court of law of evidence tells all. Apparently you have yet to realize even this basic fact. Simply it's a lie. Show us proof. Nick, we have evidence. It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? Be honest? I don't know what to do anymore. Please. He says, please. Help me, please you. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation, or 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to prolong this trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of facts. No! Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Serve to the court immediately. Held pending a trial at a higher court with a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Who was that just now?
Me!
Huh?
What?
Larry! What are you doing here?
Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it.
Remember what? The gunshot! I heard it too! Order! What's the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I can't call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting there in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I will testify. Let me testify. Order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. Trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. One wasn't Larry. It could make things even worse. George was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, there's another witness, and it's our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. Waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? Court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. 10:28 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth? Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I was meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When you fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. And I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials, perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. That someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony was full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. It was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. December 27th, 10:35 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 3. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything you saw on the night of December 24th. Right! Leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. Even if you're our last chance. I didn't even have time to prep as a witness. Just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Night of the murder. That night I was out in a boat in the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back at the rental shop dock. And just as I was going home, I heard this bang. I looked out of the lake but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony even for this court. Yes, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Come this far. So go forward, Nick.
Objection!
Wait a second, Larry. What? You only heard one bang? You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday she heard 2 bangs, and the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here, so you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts, what? You only heard 1 gunshot? Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Huh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. It was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Order, order. Stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should we continue his testimony? Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah, nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts, please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. Wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real boomin' loud like. I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when you heard it too. When I heard it too. You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word the witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Objection!
Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. Allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do we know if we don't ask? Fine. Very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot." Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. Never heard. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you'd better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? Did you said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when you heard the gunshot? Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. You realize what this means? When you heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. It seemed to be the case, yes? That contradicts the 2 testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order, order. What does this mean? The 2 prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious.
What?
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts' claim he heard the gunshots before midnight? Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
Take that!
Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. Except on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It's why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha. Correct. It was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does this leave us? It's hard to decide she heard the gunshots after midnight. You claim that she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. In fact, the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, there were two sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises, yes? There is no proof that loud noise 11:50 was a gunshot. Why the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
Hey, my nose was clear that night, man, clear!
Well, Mr. Wright, turn me back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? You show us the evidence if you have any. The gun fired 3 shots. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now I realize the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen on that night on the lake. Exactly. This is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya, yes? If you don't figure this out now, we'll never turn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm going to run with it. Right, I mean, is this safe? Safe? Before we got a guilty verdict, we have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright. The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Wrong, Von Karma. The man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness's photo. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on the boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell. The distance for the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has the other man on that boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? Your photographic evidence at the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15. Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. It's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are. Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course it was Edgeworth and the murderer. And the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50. He assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright? Tell us the name of the murderer, then. The murderer's name? Wright. It's... Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah, again you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? I believe it was...
Take that!
over here. Around here, maybe? No.
Take that!
Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he can meet the victim without anyone seeing it. You have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime. Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. Finds it and returns to the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. Where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Ward Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. He got on the boat with Edgeworth and went out onto the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol in the boat, Mr. Wright? Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice, both Miss Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. Moment you run out of information. Moment you... Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then... the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. Someone looking from the edge of the lake. It would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer did know about the automatic camera. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop, and he put Mr. Hammond's sweat coat back on the bottom, and threw the body into the lake. That is what happened. These are the events that transpired that night on Ward Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. While we were waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask Defendant Miles Edgeworth a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go late that night? What Wright had said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. Asking me to come to the boat shop I related at midnight on Christmas Eve. Maybe it's something very disgusting. Something important. I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir, bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I request they remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. Goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I'll extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. Request the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Yay, Nick! You did it! Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. They really helped us out. Sure. Once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. It doesn't feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You can try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right? There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? Oh, there's so little time. I want to tell you to get off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. To be continued. Whew. September 27th, 2:11 p.m. Rank Company Law Offices. This is what we're talking about. A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of a murder. You really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he never takes someone's life. Never. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I am swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh yes, I do remember feeling pain. Right on, tell the truth. It looks like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Pretty spoiler mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know. From where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. Do you really know the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is, I'm gonna believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? Me, right? Yeah, he means me. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Enough of the silent treatment. Nick,
Why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? He's changed recently, true. When you first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
You didn't know him back then. Back when you wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait, is that when you two were classmates?
Yes, grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know.
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about?
Huh? Sorry, I kinda forgot.
Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear this story today, and that's final.
Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. Yeah. Insert Danganronpa reference.
A class trial?
You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home.
Oh, I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside.
Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that.
I can see where you forget it, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with the cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was able to non-class.
So they thought you did it?
Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
They saved me the class from trial with me as a defendant.
I didn't do it! Guilty! We did it! Guilty was you! Give the money back! This is your meeting! Don't play with it! What you did? Give it back, my 50 cents I love you. Hey, remember that bank the other day?
Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. Me and the teacher thought I'd done it. Go and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. It's so sad. I couldn't stop crying. It scared me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I put away his money at the Silver City. That's when it happened.
Objection! You shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs!
Miles?
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it?
And yeah, Edgeworth dressed up even as a kid.
No, and you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
Well, Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? This is how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it.
Very well. I'll place the money myself. This last trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends.
Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot.
That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone. Without a friend in the world.
You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So, I just kind of personally see.
Themselves is usually the butts.
Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney.
Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The 06 incident, right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death.
That's so sad.
It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, Dark Suspicions of Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's what the AGI used to know it all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him to learn why he'd become who he'd become. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? As a defense attorney, I knew he had to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick. Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth. It's the last thing we do, okay? Right. Very well may be. First, there's that riddle boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I don't learn. Okay, let's go. And let's see. Okay, we no longer need the second lake photo. Or Lotta's testimony. Some detention center visitor room. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Sure, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple, to a fault even. Well, maybe yeah, but I think you've changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. Said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality. What do you mean? My father was taken from me. You want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good a person. One suspect was apprehending your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni. He had to be the shooter any way you look at it. Yet he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? You know I can't recall what happened in that elevator. It was the the Yogi's attorney's argument in court. When young Yogi admitted not to sound mind to the oxygen deprivation. He was released due to lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none was left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it's impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job to find the suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should weakness appear, he will do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, what you're saying is true. You're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. What kind to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation which I find myself, I'll admit. Kidding. Nothing. Huh? It was that case that changed my life. Tomorrow on December 28th, the statute of limitations runs out. There be a coincidence, but even if the case is finally closed on paper, let it be erased from my memory. Never. Mr. Edgeworth? Grossberg. He's out again. Where does he work anyway? Now, don't be harsh. So to come back later. December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Gumshoe hasn't gone back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? Since there was some guy you had to arrest by tomorrow. Bow shop caretaker. Shout something about catching him at this last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Next year we know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by tomorrow time for trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to do as a police officer. I'll have to catch me a criminal. Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. No one can go in the woods today. The woods? A lot of us camping? The woods are off limits camping, and apparently the park ranger, he got pretty mad. No one's going for a while. I guess all that doesn't stand a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. 7th Ward Lake Public Beach. Huh? The steel isore's missing. Eyesore! Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess so you're too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth's show for work. 7th Book Rental Shop. No caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Hem. I know that, Claire. Well, throw it anywhere. Hello! What might you be doing here? A frog, the days of my youth, like a scent of fresh lemon.
Mr. Grossberg, there's no time for reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
That is true, yes. But from what I saw, today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? I'm not sure. Want anything, I'll come to my office once. Maybe we'll offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Caretaker shack.
So, hello. Hey, it's Polly. Wonder where your own's gone, Polly. Hello. I can't believe you run off and leave this poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello. Okay. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1248. Somebody, come on.
There isn't any money in there.
But hey, it's a log, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there.
Two or two. The only thing in here is a letter. Letter?
Alright.
It's one of the signature on the site. It's handwritten with very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles
Edgeworth. Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing.
Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It says this is your last chance. Once you have to get rid of the two remaining of your life. There's those stuff that describe the murder plot in detail. The floor of the cabinet for Edgeworth, only Edgeworth
Play kitty up both fire twice. That's exactly what I figured out today in court.
It's all here, perfect detail. What do you think this means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. Who could have written a letter? What does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? One thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Maybe I should take her calling Nick? Oh, you should just kidnap her. Please already know. Please know about her work anyway. I'm sure we'll do something. Okay, sorry, Chloe. I think I hate you. Edgeworth's gonna hate me. See this letter? This kid had a stake in the shack where the local caretaker lives. I see. Revenge. On me?
Who is that old guy anyway?
I don't know. Being an innocent defendant who got declared guilty or something. Nice, right? But I don't remember that man on
Somebody's following this letter then.
Means there was someone else behind it. Too many were in your life. Robert Hammond. This is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe these are the set your limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? Whoa. The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. Johnny Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. The quick was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thin, the darkness closed in on us in that little place. It became sudden.
Breathe.
Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier.
I want to get out. Help! Get us out!
Don't shout. We'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. Making 2 hours in the hospital bed, staring at the ceiling. Look, under these mental conditions, we'll look at question. Can we have the oxygen deprivation stress that causes temporary insanity? Innocent. That's not innocence. That's self-defense. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why do you want to take revenge on you? Right? Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me this last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I had. Memory of a crime I committed. Crime you committed? Memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. Waking up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe. You're using up all my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What are you? Stop breathing my air. No, Father. He's attacking Father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day on Fort or the bailiffs. Days I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! And that scream I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that's kept me sane for the last 15 years. What if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say sometimes people shout out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. It's a revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. Dear Nick, what can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about DL6. Towards the Grossberg Law offices. Mr. Grossberg! Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. Mom and I. Just calm down and tell me what's happened. Mr. Edgeworth, he... I see. So it's just dreamt he shot his own father? Only a dream! Only a dream! I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled? Well, real, as you imagine. Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, the deed was done. No, I don't believe it! Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irreparably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. Sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now I think about it. Your mentor, BFA. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. It's no surprise. Von Karma's extreme forged testimonies and evidence are nothing. Well, he has a perfect win. Gregory Edgeworth tried to promote it to his methods. And? He lost. And he died in despair, I swear. I see. Gregory Edgeworth is a police called conspiracy theory. Those are remarkable. Hey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. When you shot me, it's the bailiff Yanni with me. You knew whose weapon is my mother necklace. My mother brought that's right. Everyone thought she was. Yet, when I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility. It must have been him. Oh, what is it? He was holding this letter. What happened? Why kill over Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Well, his own sake. He never trusted his clients that way. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. It seems handwriting someone before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? You wrote this. Von Karma. Could it be meant for Von Karma? Von Karma. Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred Von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, you would know the truth. You would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. They'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. They'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. How did Von Karma know about Miss Edgeworth's past like that? Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. Maybe seeking satisfy a grudge against Gary Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. Gregory Edgeworth meant with. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence, and though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow! It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that. Vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Oh, that's weird. Thought I heard something. Like, go to the sea or to the mountains? I don't think he's ever been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. I wanted to keep her record so badly. Why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? We have DL6, you can bet on it. Mr. Please kill me to DL6. I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he killed someone. But Nick, Mr. admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. Police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Rosberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. Cheers. Almost done with the segment. There's hardly anyone here. Must be out looking for that old guy, Yogi. Oh, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. I don't think Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now I can't just have anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry. December 27th, Police Department Records Room. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. Says unsolved cases, evidence. Unsolved cases? Nick! The file for DL6! It's completely empty! What? What are you doing in here? Eek! Von Karma! You... How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're on Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I really remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs, needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. And yeah, he's even creepier looking in this portrait. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? Says your students can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like this. Always second. You had an expert with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth take words against severe defense attorney. Why? Because he dealt a blow to your question of his perfect trial record. So you did. What I did is, why did you take the son of your wing afterwards? Son-in-law's bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. You see, I wanted to corrupt him. Which is basically why. Oh, your last day was trouble. It's been a while since I had a defense attorney last this time. Still, you will lose again. Miles Edgeworth will admit his guilt.
know you mean? You're quite the researcher. You've done your homework so well that certainly you must understand how it's Edgewood can teleport. Right. Let's go and bring up DL6 for tomorrow. And I don't want to do this, but I want to progress the story. You have to do this. So we're going to have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? Stun gun for self-defense, usually. 60,000 bullets burst through your body like a dog with your electric fence. 100,000. Don't worry, people don't die. Usually. Now give me the light. No! No! Well, what are you? Nick, run! Ah! Maya! Out of my way. Whoa! Got us. The letter's gone, of course. Took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes! Maya! The letter, did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but shot that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. I am now who we need the most. I wish I hadn't opened up at all. Maya! There's some way I can help her. Better do something about herself first. Maya, she's doing something. What's that? Bullet? DL6 at evidence number 7 taken the heart of Gregory Edgewood. Remember, what number was looking for Maya Jordan? Dash my pocket. I'll prove you, Maya. Most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Whew. The final day of the trial. But, right, that's for it a bit. Right now, it's time for our next break. So, we'll see you all in a few.
Alright. Let's finish it up. 28th, 9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, who's going to get settled at last? A lot of things. Ah! What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I need to touch your shoulder. Use the shock as a sun gun this day. Today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Whoa! What are you doing? I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute you on your way out. Whoa! Yeah, pal! What's gotten into that girl? Here it comes. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. Gotta go, detective. Have no fear, as promised, I've captured a runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Dave. Go shoot. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. It's from his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it. 28:10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. Defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. As the prosecution submit the signs of evidence. Understood. Don't be all in silence by every little thing he says. Remember your statement? Right. Thanks to the fellowship's efforts, both rental shop caretakers have been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted the caretaker was murdered. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as this. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake where we witnessed the incident. Yet she has currently lost memory of his name and identity. The witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away because he would not testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. Why I left court? No, I'm really sorry about just leaving like this way like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for college, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. Or I mean, he's one of those other things, right? And I don't got one. My testimony is stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Okay. Remember, is that correct? Or, yeah, it seems like it. How do you know that you don't have anything to do with this incident? Or, that you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are. Witnesses testify quite clearly as no memory of who he is. Like he's lying to show the court proof. I say you do. And if we can prop the hammer.
Objection.
Right? I said Mr. Wright, this witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. Can't hold a grudge, it's impossible. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Saying the same thing now over and over. Recalling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof is the question. Do you have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said that he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both these statements are lies. Order, Mr. Wright. There's a serious problem with your claim. What are you saying? Are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself, so please. Mr. Wright, please tell us who this is name. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident. He has a judgment of it. Such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, this man is Mr. Yogi. He has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this in court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. Need proof. I'm going to keep this one of the witness lost his memory. Witness now, if I can't prove it's Yogi right here, right now, I have nowhere else to go. Nick, how can we prove it? Prove that he's Yanni Yogi. It's okay, it's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. They will compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see, that makes sense. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. From my finger, I worked with the stuff. Yup. What? You sneak. Bring your fingerprints off the hydrocap. This has no fingerprints. I guess this will not be able to prove his identity. No. You, Mr. White. The case has been decided. No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. Oh, I can't let it in like this. I can't prove it. There has to be another way. There's no one who can justify us doing this. There's no one. What are we gonna do? I can't even consider that we might have to waste fingerprints. What do we do? Well, Mr. Wright, I'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief. Yeah, very funny. You're a sword winner, Mr. Wright. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot. What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to... Your Honor? The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. This is where Ace Attorney really gets silly. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Let the parrot take the stand. I'll cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your honor? Please testify for us. Hello, huh? Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you gonna do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right. What do I say? Maybe we should get her to say her name. Polly, what's your name? Polly. Mr. Wright, I think we established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Yes, it does. Ha, fascinating. Think the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Show us this proof. Hey, don't you think you're bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, proof the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... The 06 case file. That's quite a large file you have there. There's pages of proof on it. Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Hold on. This thing always gets me. First file says that connects the parrot's name. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yugi. Right after his arrest, his say committed suicide. See? He doesn't say that, yes. What's his fiance's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. Guess that is Polly. Bah, mere coincidence, that's all. Granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright does the name to my granddaughter's fiancée. She's only 7 years old. Indeed. Don't use the little bit for evidence to murder a child. Don't use some other corroborating evidence. Team? I dare say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number of the safe in the shack? 1228! 1228! My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, your friend that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. That's why I told her to say it. And her say it. Huh, ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly leak this number of the caretaker's true identity? DL6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something related to the safe number? It's on the case summary page. Case summary? Specifically the date on which DL6 incident occurred. Date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And that number on that safe is 1228. Huh. Use the date of the DL6 incident as the number for a safe, Your Honor. That's how important the date was to him. See, certainly is an interesting coincidence. You often use other secret numbers to date. But this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. Thank you for that number. And now I'm going to steal all your money. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, 2 coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What do you say? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. Nick, you look totally different. This is the real you, Yancy. This is the real you, Yancy. Finally. It's been acting people hide its true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you a gift. Please state your name for the court. My name is Young. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very Order! Order! Young Yogi. So it was you who killed Robert Hammond. You tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond said I was mentally unsound. He told me he would make me innocent and get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. I won the trial, but I will say, it's my job. I can't say, so she's standing. Then this year, 15 years ago, a package was left this. I had this written out in careful detail. It's a plan for me to take my revenge on people who hurt my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was a chance. 15 years. This was it. Chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a minute. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on the matter. Why didn't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. But Anna, where's Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, you are. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then, defendant Miles Edgeworth is innocent, in this case at least. Very well. Will then please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. So you would leave the suspicion that this is a particular case. So I'd like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, young people Robert Hammond for revenge. Revenge for what?
Nick, he's trying to confess. He doesn't say he's guilty. Then tell him you're the murderer in Table 6. Tell him he quotes from Dad.
What do I do? There's nothing we can do to stop this. We just have to prove that his nightmare was just a nightmare. Sure, Edward thought that was hard. It might fix it. Sure, there's nothing to do about this. For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. Now I know it wasn't a dream. Nanioki was the killer. Me, in the incident where your father died. This is the strong suicide item. It was clear as day. It was me. Honor, I confess my guilt. I'm guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which instead, the culprit is me. Order! Order! Certainly unexpected. It's been declared innocent and confessed to a different crime. Crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for his crime at 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I'll consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. PM, this report, defendant on number 2. Sorry, Wright. I just wasted all your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? believe myself, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the consequences. This is crazy, just crazy!
Nick, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case? For what?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight's just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. December 28th, 2:30 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has just admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let's begin by hearing his testimony. Then, the pointless defense student cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the incident runs out today. So it's unconventional for me. I'd like to run this one by the I see this. Having objections. No, Your Honor. Karma, you knew this was going to happen the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. And testify about this matter to the court. Telling me about his string yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. The DL6 incident. That day, I'd gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake shock trapped us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted to stop him to stop fighting. But there was a single gunshot and a scream. It was a terrible scream I remember to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The options of being able to read out to help us. Memory of the events. Bah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Alright. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot, and the scream, and everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. See. No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. What page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? What's the victim data in this file? It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was an accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot? Is there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you are aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The offense is dated. The pistol did fire twice, however, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You have a point, Mr. Wright. That's right. Her one was fired twice via her. One of the shots was fired by the defendant boy at the time. If any proof the other shot fired had something to do with the case. Yes. Your Honor, I think I will show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Bumcomer, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. You're almost right. Show us your proof. Do you have evidence that so related to this incident?
Take that!
Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. Straight, this photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where? Your Honor, please get a clue.
Take that!
As it should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see. Bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol, yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember, the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, you must agree the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 Incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. That's on page 1. It's written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. He'd been fired 2 times. The other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. As a point, the bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gary Mitchell's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet come from the door. Order, I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Bumcomer says, the second bullet fired was not found. It's highly unlikely the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So, all we have is a single bullet fire. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom on this matter. God, how did this happen? The second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? About this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? Sorry, Maya. It looks like I was wrong. Nick? If it wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No, but you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get the Schwartz declared innocent. Sorry, it's just... When I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else, who fired the killing shot. Now, I just want to think it could be that simple. It's been unsolved for 15 years. Nick! It seems that we finally cleared up this incident. What was found at the scene of the crime? The shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. Won't be much Miles Edgeworth to my verdict. You've been paying attention to trials of it. Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no, he's accepted the guilt. Very well. Statute of limitations on murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce the verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Any objections? In other words, Mr. Wright?
Objection!
Your Honor? I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Nick? Oh no, this case is perfect. No. Must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it. Reading it's not going to produce any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed. What? We just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. Here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. The criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Is there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? Why would the murderer spend time to look for the stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Ugh. Had to take it. What's that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. That's right? Yes, Your Honor. What I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer. The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles, Edgeworth, and O'Neill, you were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. Two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then, the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. That's right, I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick? Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt below to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for him. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event even for the man. The man? That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Montgomery didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? What do you mean? It can only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Man, something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you've indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Oh, should I come out now and say it? Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? Shaking. What? Von Karma! Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Bah. You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months, starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. Will I have need surgery? No. Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma. Perhaps too well. It's perfect. He wouldn't believe clues. He probably did an nose surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Why is that perfect? So what, Nick? Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane! No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove I was shot? Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And let me use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible? For all these years? All these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you to see what we find. Ha. I refuse! You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge the bullet is still inside you. Order! 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 Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. Statute of limitations run out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You. It was you! I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there's a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder is from DL6? Of course you can't. You don't have any DL6 evidence. You took it out of the records room yesterday. No proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. Well, sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Digsworth? I can link the bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term given from the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from the gun are marked with that specific pattern. By examining the markings, you know which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. You can analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic marking skills on this bullet. Solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my air! Get away! Get away from my father! It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed! Mr. Von Karma? That's worth! Only you would dare defy me! So it was you. You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record! And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade! I'll bury you! I'll bury you with my bare hands! Dead! Dead! I'm sorry. We'll be ending early after the end of this case. One karma takes its own right throat. Why the hell did you have to give him such a demonic voice? Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. On karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. Sorry, but you'll have to be penalized. Hope for you to pass, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me, penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have warned her that things where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went down from the hall and fought my way to the elevator. Pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door before my eyes. Inside, all lying unconscious from the oxygen deprivation. That's why I surprised the pistol lay in my hand. I knew then it was destiny. His last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge, what are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Small simple? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, you were all one night. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. The court is adjourned. September 28th, 5:38 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. I think he'd be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! Gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we had. I know I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. And also, just a good memory. It's finally over, Edgeworth. Right? Yeah?
I'm better than that. Sorry, I'm good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there.
Woo! Listen, pal, you pulled through just like I thought you did. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. Tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take off with the tattoo that I'm shooting. That's how you say thank you.
I see. Woo! I feel foolish.
Don't worry, you get a little at a time. You get used to it. 15 years since 15 Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all. Lana, y'all are great now.
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth, congrats.
Thank y'all very much.
I know you weren't innocent from the start, of course. Just looking, you wouldn't stick your hand in the jar if no one else was there.
You were the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lana? Oh, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't it the hot dog guy from Park?
Huh?
It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world.
You don't look sick.
It's Beyonce. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind.
Should have seen that coming.
Yo, Edgy, there you are.
Yes, here I am.
Congrats, Edgy. Here, what do you get from me in celebration?
Celebration? It's usual for you. Very good. You come along tonight too. My treat, pal.
Huh? Thanks. Look forward to it. Yo, Nick, that's the suit that questioned you. When he says treat, that's not place up for Christmas food, right? Right?
I think you're right, Larry. Right?
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave you. It's got money in it.
Yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right?
Huh? Weird enough.
I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly?
Nick, wasn't that the amount of money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38. No!
No! Larry, was it you?
Why'd you be so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? That doesn't automatically rule him out. What? Back to that day 15 years ago. Larry was in jail just before so he came into school anyway. They need something running like there, and the rest is history.
I never was good at history.
Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspect you. I couldn't picture Larry protecting you like you did that day. Someone else to say you did it. Both classes against you remember. Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know, but we used to have the same back in school. If something smells, it's usually the bus. I know. Really, Wright. I'm surprised you can figure it out.
Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh?
Edgeworth?
You should have told me. No, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Did you get a statute of limitations put out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes.
There you have it. There's nothing me. Are we giving the evidence a turn because of what you two did?
Well, how you always have... Well, you always have to tell the evidence something emotionless.
Yeah, and you get worked up too easy, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! I really don't ever become a prosecutor.
The same goes for me, only the other way around. All this time, I thought I might kill my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. You know, prosecutor is part of punishment, so... If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth? Switch right?
Hey, y'all. Line up, we'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go.
After that, dinner on me. Jack shoot that was out of town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. December 29th, 5:02 a.m. Wright Company Law Offices. Oh, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's only 5. I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday.
Say you? Me? What are you again?
Spirit medium for training, of course. I wanted to help the sergeant too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I just much movie for starters. I couldn't say to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye? What time is it? Yeah, the first trains for the mountains have left. Or have already left the station. I guess I'm too late. Hey, Nick! Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hardly a spirit being who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll be fine without me, Nick. Think you're okay?
Hold it!
Wait! What? I never could have saved Edward without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It's the very end when I thought we lost everything. So is this for you? Don't you help? Mr. Volkswagen, Larry. I'm the only one who can help us use this thing. You're the one who stopped Von Carmel, Maya. I didn't do anything. Days. Sorry, but I have evidence to help. Evidence? Evidence? Cheer her up.
Take that!
A bullet? Von Carmel was convinced he had taken all the evidence to pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. You were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm gonna complete my training and come back. Okay. I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So this is it. See you soon, Maya. Thanks, Nick. So my story ends. I turn a new page. Say goodbye to the novice defense attorney I once was. Now a new story begins. Same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to speak back to me? Yes, Your Honor. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Objection!
And that was Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Hey, pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a Happy New Year. How about a pleasant surprise? Woo! Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Of course, we still have the DLC case. But that's gonna be for next time. Huh? Nick? No, I haven't seen him lately. For me, I've been working at a shoe shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. Poor Larry. Always the model's first boyfriend. Oh, right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I just want to tell him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. He has no idea who you are. Phoenix Wright. Ah, the defense attorney for whom I worked on every day before, yes. Well, you should know I've taken over management of the Big Corner Hotel recently. If you're in the area, please stop by. Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright? Oh, yes, he is understood. I wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen him of late. Today's my listen to fresh lemons. actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. What do you... Blah, 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 blah.
I'm pleased to have the Pink Princess as a hit. I'm sure I'll that must have read a great deal. Oh, I'm keeping my face out of public eye to the short term. I wouldn't want to ruin any kids' dreams, you know?
Oh, got a letter from Maya the other day. Sounds like she got a boat sending out of waterfall. I wonder if it didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't find where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day. And I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It's kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age.
Yeah, I remember Wright. That lawyer guy. Homie, I've been training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous.
Hold it!
Brand new episode has been added. As I said, we're gonna stop here for the night. Ugh. My throat needs a little time to recover from long karma. So, let's go ahead and raid. Sure. And we'll go with objection.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. I can't keep it up. I can't keep it up. But oh, hello! Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. Hello, hello. Objection. Thanks so much for the raid. Jote Kaji. Thank you so much. Thanks for the raid. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Welcome in. My name's Lychee. Lychee Longan. Lychee Longan. And yes, I'm a dragon VTuber. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. We're playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. We're on the 3rd chapter, the samurai one. And just by you writing objection, you must be a fan of the game, right? Do you play the game? And what were you streaming? What were you streaming, Jote? Am I saying your name right? Jote? Just finished episode 4. The final boss hurts my throat. Oh my gosh. Wait, that's kind of funny. Like, are we all here like narrating? Like all of us playing this game, we're just like, we're trying our best to narrate this game. Cause like my throat's killing me. It's been almost 5 hours now of this game,